do you still suggest short-term rental, both for you? Like, is this a viable strategy you think right now? And or if you're starting, is this where you would point people to start? Or would you at this time, 2026, July, would you skip all that? For
Yeah,
and so
so
for you and for the beginner, like, what
yeah,
recommendation, Pat?
I I would say you need to look at your situation and what you are trying to accomplish long term, because I think people sometimes chase the wrong things and don't understand how to value certain things like your time, or if you are in a day job, what that means to go do this other thing. So I think you need to get very clear on what is this investment for. I think short-term rentals actually still, have a place, especially with the tax incentives, right? Or if you do go visit a market multiple times a year, or there's definitely a place for that. But if you are someone that's like, hey, I like hospitality, I like boutique hotels, I like, high yield from this space, like, what are you actually chasing? Because if that's the case, I would steer you away. I'd say, why would you go do one short-term rental that, whatever you want to call it, if it's a $500,000 property, maybe it's doing 100K a year, if that, whatever that is, or if it's a million or million and a half, maybe it's doing couple hundred. But like, why would you go do that when you could go do something bigger? It's going to make more money. You're going to hire more teams, and it's going to be easier to do than to go try to go build up 10 of these. Because if you think the barrier to entry to short-term rentals is a lot easier than a hotel. It is not easy as you're going through the hotel process. Like, it's not easy to go do this. So one, you're eliminating all the people that couldn't go do that. And then two, if there's ever a time you wanna go sell it, you're selling to sophisticated buyers. Like, if you've ever been in a short-term rental transaction, they don't know what a cap rate is, the person buying it. They don't care that you did 500 grand in revenue. They're like, "That's great, but this house next door sold for 1.5. Why would I pay you 2.5?" So, you get this, friction, and I'm not saying you can't go do that. I'm saying for a hotel, there's not a conversation. If someone wants to buy us, it's like, we're not going to give you just based off the real estate and the land. That doesn't make any sense. So I think you, as someone that's listening to this, if they're interested, should I go short term rental? Should I go hotels? I would ask a few questions. Like, one, how much time do you have? Like, what are you actually trying to accomplish? Are you working a full time job? You have family, kids, if you have 5 hours a week to go dedicate to this, don't buy yourself another job. That's what a short term rental is, right? And the second part of that is like, what are you actually trying to accomplish? Are you trying to scale up a business? Is this a lifestyle investment? Like, what's the actual goal here? And then the second part of that too is, I think, just the expertise, the learning curve, the timelines. Like, there's that quote, it's like, um, if you're building a business, expect it to be 4 times longer and 4 times more expensive than you thought. If you're buying one, double it. It's like, if you're buying a business and it's twice as expensive and twice as long. That's so spot on, man. I mean, I couldn't agree with that more. So I think people get the shiny object syndrome of like, oh, like, I saw them doing it for this or that. It's like, yes, but that's a lot of work. It's a lot of work. So
Yeah.
understand how much work do I your return will directly be in line with how much work and dedication you wanna put towards that thing to learn it, right? Or partner, anything like that. And I think that's be my first question to that person, like, what what are you actually trying to accomplish here? And then the path may be, a mix of both. Maybe you get your first short-term rental to help with the tax incentives, learn it a little bit. You can learn the lingo, you understand the systems people are using, all of that. And then it's like you come to folks like us that are actually in it, doing it. Maybe you invest in a hotel deal, you understand it. Maybe you partner on a hotel deal. Like, that would be my recommendation moving forward. Because 5 years ago, it was a lot easier to make money in short-term rentals. It's hard. It's hard to make money in short-term rentals. You'll do it just like you could do anything in life, but there's easier ways to make money. Therefore, why would you make it harder on yourself if that's not like the real goal you're trying to accomplish?
Yeah.